Hello, welcome to my garden and welcome to what's hopefully going to be the first in a long running series of little short video blogs of just beer reviews. Nothing, you won't be getting big long deep dives and 90-minute video essays here. It's just going to be quick, to the point. I'm going to drink a beer and I'm going to talk about it. It's lager season, as I've been saying on my blog for some days now, and got a couple of beers that I'm going to drink for you and talk about. Hopefully it's not too boring. We're leaning into some novelty here with Lucky Buddha Enlightened beer. It's a pretty cheap lager that they sell at Home Bargains, and let's crack it open, see how it goes. I was actually going to save this really nice German Pilsner glass for the beer we've got after this, but I'm stupid and I've just poured the kind of garbage beer into this one now, so let's just roll with it because there's no putting this back in the bottle. Go. Let it chill for a bit. Speaking of the bottle, this is probably the only real selling point it's noticeable about this when you see it in the shops is that it's, look at it, it is pretty cool. It's got a smiling happy Buddha holding up what I'm told from the Wikipedia is a gold bar above his head. It's an aesthetic bottle. It's pretty cool. If you're of the ilk of those who collect empty beer bottles after they've drank them, and I kind of am, it's quite satisfying to clean out and prepare for display actually, because it's got a face on it. You can kind of just hold it down in the sink and just watch the bubbles come out of it. It's if you're drowning your enemy. Just like, let it go, give in. Taste notes, etc. Well, for a start, the head dissipates very quickly. You've got rice, kind of rice beer kind of aroma, very similar to Asahi, Qingdao. Taste wise, floral but thin. It's not a huge amount there. There's not exactly wild meadows of multicoloured flowers, massive hoppiness. It's just present. It's a very present beer. It's very there. And there's no real aftertaste apart from adjusted my glasses with it there. Looked a bit stupid. Should have used my finger. There's not a lot going on with this beer to talk about at length. There's more malt in the aftertaste as you proceed through it. The malt does sort of build up. It's quite refreshing. It would have been a lot more refreshing a couple of hours ago when the sun was at its height and I was in more direct sunlight as well. But refreshing it is, but there's just so little of it there. Not a lot. I mean, there's no real surprise. It is, after all, a completely novelty beer. I'm not sure anyone is going to have this as their favourite brand of beer. You aren't going to see this in bars, or if you do, they'll gouge you stupidly and charge you like £6 a bottle. This was less than £2 in Home Bargains. I can't help but smile when I look at this stupid novelty bottle. Like the word lucky has a registered trademark under it as well. It's like, I did a little bit of a Google around, and saw some people saying that their bottles of it had marked upon them that it had been brewed in New York. This one has brewed and bottled in China. Its Wikipedia page doesn't mention the brewery at all, but lists the lake that it's brewed near. I sense the hidden hand of brewery marketing with this Wikipedia page. Let's dig some more in. Good grief. I did drink quite a lot of this a while ago, not like a back in the day thing, but I did, because I thought the bottles were cool. I did go through like a little bit of a phase of drinking a lot of this, and it somehow doesn't taste as good as it used to. Nothing does. When you're 40, nothing tastes as good as it used to, and life is a prison. all jokes aside, though, it's not much of anything. It's just pale malt, few hops, but the bottle's boss. I mean, the bottle's great. That's why you buy it. You buy it because it's a novelty. It's probably cheaper than a lot of other mass-produced lagers too, so if you want to swap out your Carlings, etc. for this, you probably could. I'm not going to get into that fight right now. There we go. That's that one put to bed. No real expert analysis on this thing. There's not much to analyse. But it's a cool bottle. Put a candle in it. Make your house look cool. We've got Unfussy, unfiltered lager from Camden Brewery. Again, another home bargains pickup. This was released a couple of years ago as part of Camden's core range, and I think it's the only one of them that I regularly see in the discount shops, which suggests it's not doing as great as the rest of the core range. Camden Hells, of course. It's billed as a unfiltered Calabia style of beer, with a big kind of play on, this is just how German beers are served from the tank, which was why I'd got this really cool actual factual real German Pilsner glass all the way from wherever Radeberger Pilsner is sold, that my father-in-law actually brought back in the 80s when he was working abroad there. So the fact that I managed to survive transit 1980s style to the UK, and then survive Glasgow, and then come down to Newcastle, Cramlington, and then East Hartford is pretty impressive. But this incredibly slick, will it be slick, German Calabia is going to go into this flying dog glass. Got a nice thick head there. Don't know why I'm telling you what you can see. Of course you can tell it's a nice thick head. That is lovely though. I've got the got a lovely kind of hazy, bright gold. Hazy but bright. There's a conundrum. There's a paradox for you. A dichotomy, if you will. I'm just going to quickly rinse my mouth out It's not actually prime hydration. It's just water in a prime bottle. Because I am, in fact, a 16-year-old schoolboy. On the nose, grassy, grapefruity, sort of tangerine rind aroma and taste as well. I just did that stupid thing when I tried to push my glasses up with my glass again, and it doesn't work. It makes me look like an absolute idiot. Thicker on the mouthfeel than this garbage. I think few things are thinner on the mouthfeel than Lucky Butter and Lighted beer. It's fun to dunk on things that are bad, but let's kind of go back into something that so far is turning out to be pretty nice. The lagery aspects of it are obviously there. It has that lager refreshing quality. It's more bitter than I'd expect most lager enthusiasts would like. Perceived bitterness perhaps, because this is quite heavily hopped. Fruit rind, kind of stone fruit notes at times. Grassy greenery and seagulls. It's golden hour, so the weather's beautiful. It's a quiet enough village, but we had a lot of birds. You're gonna have to deal with this. Sorry if this upsets you. It's kind of beer that you could sort of get carried away with, really, and get kind of absorbed in the taste and the flavour. It's certainly distracting me from talking at length about its positives and negatives. At the risk of getting too lost in the sauce, though, it reminds me of Camden's India Pale Lager, its iconic IPL that was absolutely huge in the burgeoning craft beer scene of like 7 or 8 years ago, when people went acca over IPL. I wonder if just the level this is hopped at, it probably might have been pushed and promoted and branded as an IPL back in the day. For now, we'll have this as a Keller beer though, and whatever name you put on it, whatever brand you kind of place on this, it's refreshing in spades. It's Moorish. It's really pushing the envelope for hop complexity and strength as far as lagers go. It is big. It's a little brash. It knows what's up, and I know a lot of lager drinkers that I hang out with would be like, no, this is not a lager. This isn't a lager, Rory. What are you doing with your life? but it's good. Such a weak sauce thing to say, oh, it's good, but it is. It's good. It's a great beer. Like, this is a really decent lager. I'm pleased that it's in the bargain shops, because cost of living crisis, we're taking in water and we're listing at 45 degrees, so, you know, ship's going down. Let's get some cheap beer while we can. Always support independent shops though, when you can. But for real though, it's just this lovely kind of polished but not over polished kind of gold. It's really quite pretty. You're not getting the full effect of it, I think, on the video, because have we got the sun in it? There we go. Looking at the sun through it, it's like, yeah, this is beautiful, but I can't conjure up another sun, and I'm certainly not going to go back inside and find a torch or anything. Like I said, this is just gonna be little shorts of me talking in the garden and drinking beer and telling you about it. You just want to drink more of it. You wish the can was bigger and taller, and you wish there was another 3 or 5 waiting in a pack behind you. It's there's obviously going to be a world of difference between this and it's the ridiculous Happy Lad here. One's a novelty product and one's an actual craft product, and it's just even that little kind of malty bite in it dovetails nicely with the hops, with the florality of it. It's smooth, it's balanced, it's strong, it's an absolute steal. It's, you know, it's deal of the century for cheap beer. It's obviously not got cheap production values. It's one that could disappear in multiples in your back garden on a hot day. Its hop profile might put off people who are very much lager purists, or even purists of German Pilsners. It certainly doesn't taste much like, for instance, a UK domestic lager like Carling or things like Coors. But it's a good beer. It's great. And it goes away all too fast. And I only bought 1 can, which was pretty stupid. Anyway, that's it from me. For more in-depth analysis of beers, more purple prose and more text, check out my blog. The link is probably going to be on whatever page you're looking at this on. I haven't thought that far ahead. Cheers everyone. I hope everyone has a fantastic Saturday.